So when I first met Rose and her litter of 6 or 7 other 8-month-old Dobermans, I did a puppy test where we would roll them over on their backs and assess their responses. We'd pick them up and do different things with them, like stare into their eyes and see how they responded. There's a famous guy from like the 70s or something that developed, it. And so I did that whole test, and she checked off all the things we were looking for an attentive, caring family dog, and not like a high-strung, police-level guard dog kind of thing. I knew she'd already have those attributes, so I wasn't worried about it. First thing I do with Rose is wake her up and try to get her out of her blanket wraps that she usually ends up in, that my wife will wrap her up in. And then it's usually straight to belly rubs. Go to the bathroom in the backyard in the dark and start the truck, let it warm up, and then we run inside and get all of her stuff and my stuff together. And we head out for the day. Rose is very good in the truck. She's been coming to me to work every day since she was a puppy. She usually just sleeps on my lap, rests her head, and the only time she pops up is when we're at stoplights or whenever there's somebody odd walking by or whatever. She recently got over bicycles. When we pull up to work, she's usually half asleep still. I'm a welder fabricator. I weld electric car chassis, and they're for education. So trade schools and high schools will get a rolling chassis with all the components to assemble in an electric car. We're there 5 days a week from 7 o'clock to 3:30, and so she's with me almost every day. On lunch, I have 30 minutes, and so we'll often go to the skate park that's near the shop and around the Barlow. Let her go potty, do her thing, and work on our sit, stop, stay, jumps. We'll run and jump up the different ramps and features. Recently have been getting her to go underneath the grinding rails so that she's not scared of going under and inside of things. It's really great having a Doberman, and Rose specifically, as a daily companion. Definitely keeps me active. That's about it. She's just a part of my life now. Wake up and it's like, all right, where's Rose? Where are we going? What are we doing? Rose hangs out in the shop in an assembly area where there's no grinding or welding happening, and she hangs out underneath some stairs. The guest instructors that come through for training love seeing a dog outside their door, so they get a little reprieve from all the classwork. For my last break, me and Rose just do our little routine of letting her go out and go to the bathroom. Walk around the kids' park and stuff. We'll play chase around some of the jungle gym and hang out with any little kids that are in there with their parents or grandparents. There's often kids there in the afternoon. She gets to meet people and socialize. No. Walk. One of my favorite memories with Rose was when we first were assessing all of the puppies that we were considering. And while I was actually giving that 10, 15 point assessment test to one of the other Dobermans, she actually went over, smelled one of my shoes, picked it up and brought it to me. Doesn't chew on it, just sits down. And since then, she's only like nibbled at one or two shoes. Sit. Jump. Good girl. Rose is really relaxed at work. I have her in an area where not much is going on. It's just assembly. So no loud noises, no welding, no grinding. Heel. She just hangs out and sleeps in her bed, chews on a toy, drinks her water and says hi to everybody who walks by. When I was interviewing for my position at Switch, I made sure to let them know that Rose was going to be a part of the package so that she could continue to be with me every day, because I knew that she wasn't going to be a dog that we wanted to or really could leave at home all day. We wanted a dog that was going to be a part of the family. I wanted to give her a life that she was going to enjoy and not just there for my entertainment. I have a whole entire world that I'm involved with, but I'm her entire world. At the end of the day, Rose is excited to go home. We'll say bye to David or anyone else who's still out in assembly and head to the truck. She jumps up on my knee and I'll throw her in the truck, or she'll step up on my sideboards and then I'll pick her up and then we head to the park. I think the best part of having Rose with me every day is getting off work and being able to see her right there at work and know that we're off to go do something fun. One thing about having Rose that I love is her sweetness. She's always giving us kisses. She rests her head on my lap while we're driving to work. She loves going on drives out to the coast, and she's always excited to see us. Once we get to the park, we check the dog park for dogs to hang out with and socialize with. If there is dogs at the dog park, then we hang out, and I usually try to get a few fetches in there. She's not much of a fetch dog, but she'll do that for a little while. Sometimes she'll play with the other dogs, roughhouse. I mean, honestly, most of the time she just walks around and sniffs the bark. She's not really into doing much in there. then we'll run around in the open field. Play soccer, play chase, or we'll just jog around the track and field track. We usually get about a mile or two out of her before she wants to go run off leash and do her own thing for a minute. Having Rose has been an absolute joy. She's such a sweetheart. She absolutely makes our day better. She's a part of our life. She's a part of our family.
You know what? Having a dog like Rose or any Doberman, really, it's not just about the big things in life, it's about the little things too. It's about every wag of the tail, every time that you get that pet in the morning, and every time they look at you and you know that there's that deep connection that's just indescribable to other people. And really, with a dog like that, isn't it worth really just giving them the absolute best? That's where Ollie comes in. Their meals are really the best out there. And fresh meals like that not only lead to potentially longer lifespan and better health, but just a happier dog who's more excited about every meal that they have. And all these meals are made with real ingredients, just like you'd find in your kitchen, with no preservatives, none of the fillers or byproducts or artificial flavors, none of that. Just real ingredients like you find in your kitchen. And that's why I'm proud to have them as our sponsor here at Doberman Planet, so we can bring all the joy and the love that is owning a Doberman to everybody out there. So treat your Doberman good. Click the link in the description. There's a coupon code down below for 60% off your first box of meals with Ollie, and I don't think you'll be disappointed. Take care, guys, and make sure you take great care of your Dobermans.